My head is still completely on Mars, chat. I can't lie. That is... Never again can anyone ever question me when I call out this scumbag club on the corruption and cheating they do. Welcome to Varchester United, and it is Varchester United 3, Forest 2. Hi guys, welcome to the player ratings, and I just tried to walk it off and I can't. I can't. This game, okay, on the beach game and everything else, I don't care. There's still some integrity when it comes to football, and it's not even being hidden. It's so blatant in plain sight now that this scumbag team United will cheat at any cost. In a dead rubber game, they still want to cheat. They still cheat. This ref, this Michael Sainsbury's, this absolute scumbag of a ref, forget using the word allegedly. It's absolutely factually correct that he's been paid off today because there's no other explanation for it. Disgusting, disgusting, disgusting. I can't even breathe, man. I can't even breathe with what I've just seen. And he comes out and he says, because he accidentally handballed it. Those were his exact words. Because the ball was accidentally handballed, the goal stands. Let's get into it all. Make sure you've liked, make sure you're subscribed. We'll do the player ratings, doing it on Finalysis. Big up to Finalysis, because this is where Finalysis shines. You can rate the referee, and believe you me, when we come to talking about this scumbag Michael Sainsbury's, we will be rating the referee. So everyone get it downloaded now. It's completely free. Scan this QR code or click on the link in the chat. I'm telling you, man, they are lucky. I would have put Marinakis on the pitch today. Marinakis would have freaking hit him with a rock bottom, a stone cold stunner, and everything. That ref, there's no way Marinakis takes this one lying down. I don't care if the game means nothing. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. So make sure you downloaded Finalysis. This is why I said to you at the start of the game, I said to you, I hate these scumbag like I hate Derby. Derby, Man United in their own league, then Spurs and Sheffield United. I'm this close to putting them ahead of Derby. I really am. I really am. Where do we start? Where do we start? Where do we start? Like, is there anything to talk about apart from that decision? Let's start with the decision. Let's get it out of the way. And let me know, do you think it was handball, yes or no? Either tell me yes in the chat now, or if you're watching later, let me know in the comments. The ball's crossed in. Milenkovic clowned it. Let's be real, right? Milenkovic clowned it. And for those of you who haven't seen it, if you remember, go check it out. ! Goal. They're still all on there. And then Mbeumo traps the ball here. Let me find something round. Let me find something round for you lot. I gotta give you a visual interpretation of this. All right, let's just scrunch this up, right? So the ball comes and he traps it here under his here below the line of the sleeve, traps it here. So it hits here, he does that, locks it in, and then it goes through to Cunha. And let's be real here, right? Cunha then goes up to Pereira and apologizes to Pereira. He actually apologizes to Pereira because he knows how they've scumbagged it. The new explanation is it comes off his hip. Okay, let's play that one out, right? Let me get my scrunched up ball. Let's say it comes off his hip. Okay, let's just play this out. Comes off his hip onto his arm. Fine. He does this. He does this. He traps it with his arm. Therefore, it becomes intentional handball. And also the rule, if he were to have scored, then the rule is that's fine. But because it came off him on someone else, no. Or something like that. The honest answer is, what is handball? I want someone to define to me what is handball now, because I don't know anymore. I don't know anymore. I know one thing's for sure. At freaking Old Crapford, handball doesn't exist if you're playing with a devil on your shirt, because they are the devil. They are the devil. They're blatant about it. Who puts the devil on their badge? Who actually is... They're just a Satan club. That's the only way you can describe them. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Now imagine we had to get a point out of today to survive or something. It just imagine the implications and the knock-on effect on there. Sickening. I pray that before I leave this planet, I see that club shut down. I pray. Doesn't matter if it is accidentally, he controlled it. Thank you, Simon. Exactly what I'm saying. He trapped the ball. He trapped the ball. Don't feel bad, Wolfie. The refs don't know what handball is. Oh, they do. Just not at Old Trafford, man. Not at Old Trafford. Anyway, if we go back to the actual, I'm trying to calm myself down, man. I'm trying to calm myself down. If we go back to the first goal, Forest clowned the defense. Milenkovic got nutmegged. That fat boy who needs to slim Luke Shaw with a weak shot. Weak shot. It goes in. And then we score our goal, which was a thing of beauty. My player of the season, Morato, with a great header to level it. But literally 1 minute later, the corruption begins, man. It begins. We've talked about it. I don't want to go over it again. And that happens. And then their third goal, that probably just pissed me off just as much, because we gave that rat boy, that nasty piece of crap, Bruno, we enabled him to go level with whatever it was, De Bruyne and Henry and all that stuff. Sickening. And then I think Gibbs White scores a great goal. I think Gibbs White had a very good game in general. Very good game. Nice ball into him from Anderson. He missed a sitter in the first half though, did Gibbs White. He missed an absolute sitter in the first half. Maybe he was offside, maybe not, I don't know. But I don't care, man. I'm so done with this season. This season filled with corruption to the brim. Look at West Ham. They got screwed over last week. Look at Forest getting screwed over this week. Like, fan bases now need to unite and call out this corruption that we see, this favoritism about other teams. If you are a West Ham fan, an Everton fan, a Palace fan, whatever, whoever you support, it doesn't matter. We are collectively stronger to call this out. I think last week the goal should have stood because there was a foul. Declan Rice, they should have had a penalty because that happened before the foul on Raya. And now we're seeing this week absolute corruption in its finest form. In its finest form. And we will continue to see this because this is the way that the likes of Dick Masters wants. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. And then we saw the corruption as well. We need to call out what Emery did against Spurs. More corruption. More alleged brown envelopes being exchanged. And the thing is, we all know what happens. If Pereira comes out in the interview and says corruption, it was a handball and everything, they'll just protect Man U even more and they're just going to fine him. Because that's how they keep everyone quiet. That's how they keep everyone quiet. Let's get into the player ratings. So make sure you've loaded Finalysis. Obviously register for it. Oh, and make sure you're following me as well. I'm in the starting 11. Big up to everyone that's following me. That says 3-2, but in reality it's 2-2. In reality it's 2-2. Unless they want to change the name of that badge. Look, they've got the devil, man. I freaking spit on that badge. And spit on that badge, man. Devil. Satan. Satan United, man. Sells. He made a couple of great saves, man. Couple of great saves. All the Man U. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that word, Simon, but it is a funny word in the chat. Yeah, I know, because we all know why they're here. Because proximity is closer to us than it is to Manchester. So, you know, that's why they're here. I thought that was pretty good today. I kind of feel he maybe could have done better on the first goal. But he made a couple of decent saves. Now, whether those saves were legitimate or accidental, we'll have to ask Michael Sainsbury's whether or not he can justify those saves. And if they should stood or not, I don't know. I don't know, because, you know, things are allowed to be accidental these days. I'm giving Sells, despite conceding 3 goals, I'm giving him 79. I thought he was really good today. Big up to Evlian. I butchered your name. Sorry about that. With the €5. As a neutral Juve fan, I think this isn't a penalty. Because after I saw the replay, it first came off the leg and then the hand. Your refs have been so bad that it's normal to call corruption. I mean, we've seen the corruption. You'll know better than us in Serie A. You'll know better than us the corruption that happened in Serie A. We're seeing it in the Premier League now. We're seeing it in the Premier League. Thank you for the €5. Sai says, do you think most of these plastic fans know Old Trafford is not even a Manchester? Bro, I don't even think they know how to point it out on a map. I don't think they know how to point it out on the map. The ball is trapped by the arm. Exactly, bro. He's trapped it. If there was a case of, oh, it's hit the arm, let me pull my arm away. No. No. Anyway, I'm giving him a 79. Nico Williams, I didn't think played good on the right-hand side, but I thought when he went back to the left side, he looked very good on that left-hand side. The game was a bit stretched at that time. Chat, look at this comment. Look at this. Nobody gives a shit about Forest talking corruption. LMAO. So Mike_HA7, if that is your actual name. If no one gives a shit, why are you here? Awkward. Awkward. And let's not forget as well that VAR sent the ref to the screen. They sent him to the screen. Make that make sense. And you're telling me that didn't happen. Nico Williams, for the second half when he moved across, I'd give him like an 8. For the first half, about a 6. I'm going to give him a 69. Pause. Yes, that's the worst part. They literally at Old Trafford sent the corrupt ref, allegedly, to the screen. It's just disgusting. It's just disgusting. First overall I've ever seen. The only time I've seen it overruled. Do you remember when we played, I think it was Boring Mouth in the first season? They didn't give a penalty to us, and then the ref went to the screen and gave us... No, he gave us the penalty. They went to the screen and he stuck with his decision. So it wasn't even overturned. It was just... It just stayed with it. Anyway, Morato... I'm sorry, he's still a clown, chat. He's still a clown. It was a lovely goal. It was a lovely goal. But I still don't trust him. I'm selling him this summer. I'm selling him this summer. I'll give him like a 68 because of the goal. It was a lovely header. It was a lovely header. Even Neville said it was a shocking decision. Like, Neville cares, man. He's counting his dollars, man. VAR said handball. Ref said no. No, ref didn't say no. Ref said... he accidentally handballed it. So the refs acknowledged he's handballed it. Nets. I didn't think it was his best game today. I thought he was okay. I still like him. I still want to see more of him. I think we look better when Nico Williams on the left-hand side, I gotta say. I'll give Nets a 65. Milenkovic had a stinker, chat. He had an absolute stinker today. I thought he was well below par. Well below par. I mean, if he doesn't slice the clearance in the first place, then the ref, he doesn't expose the ref for being so corrupt. Wolfie, tomorrow I'm the manager of my school team against another school team. We're at home. We need to win. I'm saying 8-0. Big up to you, Oakfield, man. Get it done, bro. Get it done. I'm going to give him... I'm sorry he had a stinker. I'm giving him a 42. Big up to Boiler Up Kev with the $5. He says, aren't all handballs accidental? Yeah, pretty much, bro. This is what blew my head, is that he said that. Like, you could say the Suarez handball in the World Cup and the Nico Williams one against Crystal Palace were purposeful. But then there's no other handballs in the last 15 years should have been given. Ed's saying Milenkovic very inconsistent this season, but our back four has been unsettled. Yeah, I didn't think he had a good game today. They've just blown their transfer budget under it. It doesn't matter, bro. They'll find some freaking Arab money or something from somewhere. Anderson, he got 2 assists today. I think that's right. Yeah, 2 assists there. I thought he was okay, and I thought he was good, but just not for the first 20 minutes. After that, I thought he stepped up and was decent and was starting to dictate the game quite nicely. So outside of 20 minutes, Anderson for me didn't put a foot wrong. I'm going to give him like a 77. Yeah, 77. Gibbs White, I thought was really good today, apart from that miss. Apart from that miss, Gibbs White was really good. Now, I hate to say this, but if he was able to play with the mask on, why couldn't he have played against Villa? If we played poor, I would have let it go, but we definitely deserve the draw. Bro, after they scored their first goal, I thought we were in control. I'm going to give Gibbs White. You know what? I thought he was really good. I'm going to give him an 82 today. I thought he was really good. Good finish as well. He should have scored that first one. Granted, he might have been offside, but still. I thought Dominguez was excellent in the first half. Moving on to Dominguez. I thought Dominguez was really busy, really working hard. I'm going to give him a 75. I thought he was very good. He probably faded a bit in the second half, but I like Dominguez. But I kind of, after seeing Sangare, who'll come on to in a second, there is a bit of a difference there. We can't play the 4-4-2. Gibbs White needs to be in the middle of the pitch. We're not really playing a 4-4-2, bro. Hutchinson, I thought, was poor today. I thought his decision making was poor. I also thought there was a couple of times where he could have taken a shot instead of trying to cross it to no one. Did he get hooked? 69th minute. I didn't think he had a great game today, I'll be honest with you. I'm going to give him a 55. United missed almost 10 chances. Why are you crying about 1 goal? I mean, how dumb do you sound? So in the games where people have had 24 shots, does that automatically mean they should win? Or should I complain about the shots that don't go in? Like, honestly, these United fans are the dumbest fans on the planet. Let's be real, it's because they're glory supporters who are salty right now because they have no glory. That's what it is about them. They don't know what the hell to do. They don't even understand football. I don't think they've ever seen a football stadium. Ever. I think a lot of them don't even know what the offside rule is. In fact, that's too detailed. That's too detailed. I actually probably think they don't know how many players go out on a pitch for a football team. Chris Woods. I thought Chris Wood was rubbish today, man. I thought his layoff passes were not good. He was playing the deeper at times, especially in the first half of the 2. And did he have a chance where he should have scored? Was that Chris Wood in the first half? I think he did have a chance, didn't he? I don't know about Chris Wood at the moment. I'm starting to worry that that injury, either he's not fully recovered from or age is starting to catch up with him. I'll give him a 41. Jesus. I really noticed Jesus today, chat. You know what, Paul? Big up to you, Paul. Big up to you, Paul. So Jesus is a handball at Anfield, but Mbeumo the fat pig isn't. Well remembered, Paul. I don't know what Jesus did today. I can't remember. My head's still gone. 51. Vitor, I thought the team was fine. What can he do? What can he do when you're playing against cheats and against Satan United? I'll give him a 61. Jesus was a yard of everything today. Wood found him at times. He's on his heels. I'll be honest, I just didn't really notice Jesus today. I just didn't really notice him. Sangare, for the first 4 or 5 minutes when he came on, was utter crap. He got the wrong side on Bruno Fernandes, let them in. A couple of his passes were horrific. And then after about 5 minutes, he got himself like up to speed of the game and he was really good. Strong, passes went forward. I kind of missed him. And I think I don't know who I would start, him or Dominguez in that position next to Anderson. But he kind of looked good. He kind of looked good after about 5-6 minutes. I'm going to give him like a 70. I think I'll give him a 70. That was the most laughable and corrupt goal this season. Bro, I ain't laughing at him, but I know what you're saying. If Man U had that handball against him, they'd be complaining for months. Yeah, but the problem is they would never get that handball against them. That's the problem. Taiwo. Should he have scored a chance, chat? I thought Taiwo looks better than Chris Wood. I'll be honest with you. Taiwo looked better than Chris Wood, but I don't trust his finishing still. I still sell Taiwo. I know it's not a popular opinion. I can't rely on a player who can't use his boot and has to use his shin. Wolfie, Terry saying it wasn't a handball. Oh, I'll be speaking with Terry. Don't worry about that. I don't know what to do with Taiwo. Well, I know what I would do. I would sell him. But you lot are all freaking in the cult of Taiwo. I hear it. I'll give him like a 58. He was better than Chris Wood. I don't deny that. I just want to get to the ref here. Jair Cunha. Did he come on and play right back? I mean, he got, what, 10 minutes? Let's give him a 64. I just want to get to this stupid ref. McAtee. Like my blood wasn't boiled enough. There was a scenario on the right-hand side, chat, where we had the ball. I think it was between Anderson and backward. They'd done a quick 1-2. And then it was clear as day. Anderson was looking for a pass into the channel inside. McAtee just stood there. He just stood there being marked by a player. Now, you couldn't even understand it if he wasn't marked. Work yourself into the space, into the passing channel. But he just stood there happily being marked by whichever freaking Satan United player it was. It was just pure laziness, and that boiled my blood as it was. I'm sorry, you can't come on and play that lazy. You're a guy who's not been given a run in the team, and every minute you get on, you should be playing it like you're fresh. He came on what? What does it say there? 83rd minute. Don't give me tiredness. Don't give me tiredness. Lazy. Laziness is unforgivable at this level. It really is. Just for that, I'm giving him a 31. Honestly, I know it's a small incident. It's a small incident. But it kind of, for me, is a reflection on what he's felt like this season. He feels to me like he doesn't want to be at Forest. Like, he thinks he's come from the 115. Therefore, there's a bit of entitlement about it. I still would keep him, and I don't know why. But I don't like this entitlement thing going on. Bakwa, I liked him today. I thought he was good. I'm telling you, Ballon d'Or winner next season, Bakwa. Bakwa Ballon d'Or. I like his general body type. Now, FIFA players will know what I mean by that, right? But I just feel like Backward can cook, and he will cook next season. I've just got a feeling he's got a great close control of the ball. He's good dribbling with the ball. He just needs a run of games. I know it's so cliche to say that, but if you give him a run of games, I'm telling you, this guy is going to cook. And he's going to score some worldies next season. The focus should be the 4.2 XG conceded, not the handball. What? What? I gave him Backward 76. I liked him today. And there's... If Man U have got Satan on the badge, there's the face of Satan right there. Michael Sainsbury's. Michael Satanbury. Absolute fraud. Absolute no morals, no integrity, no nothingness, but we know he's going to eat well tonight. I'll say no more. I hate this guy. I hate him. Try to make it all about him. The sooner they implement my rule on the referees, the better. There needs to be a league table on the referees. And the 3 worst refs in that league get relegated at the end of the season. There has to be accountability. The 3 best refs go on to represent us in the Champions League. The 4th one gets the Europa League or whatever. The 3 worst refs need to be relegated. Now, the problem we've got is you could relegate all these refs. You could relegate all of these refs. They are that bad. There has to now be accountability for referees. And I'll go a step further. If collective, let's just say a good game for a ref gets some 3 points, a bad game 0, and then just okay average game gets some 1. If the collective total at the end of the season of the points of the ref is below X number, then Howard Red Webb needs to be sacked. That's what needs to happen. It's such a simple concept. They then have to do press conferences at the end of the match. They have to answer questions. Now, who asks those questions? That's another thing. This ref is the biggest clown. The PG LOL, as I call him, is the biggest clown show going. You watch. We're coming up to the World Cup now, chat. We're coming up to the World Cup now, okay? And I guarantee you, we will see referees coming from Libya or Tunisia or whatever that are better than these Satans right here. Because you won't get these kind of decisions. It doesn't happen that much in Champions League. It did Europa League as well. I thought a lot of our games were refs quite well. Euros, World Cup, you will be able to count on one hand the controversial incidents. In the Premier League, you can count on 2 hands per half how many controversial incidents you get. This ref is, I want to spit on him. Sickens me. Michael Satanbury. Disgusting. What's more disgusting is I can't give him negative numbers. I can't give him negative number. I can only give him a 1. And I suggest every single one of you rates him as a 1, because you know that Satan FC fan base of theirs will be rating this ref 100 on the app. Okay, so make sure everyone's downloaded Finalysis. I want to see his average coming up as 1, no higher. And don't press skip referee. We got to score him low. I agree with all of you, it should be in negatives. I agree with all of you, it needs investigation. Okay, but we need to bring this prick's average right down. It's a shame we can't do negative figures on it. Refs' pay should reflect their game. Good game, full pay. I don't even care about the pay, Martin. They need to be in a league table. Put them in a league table. Put them in a league table. Put them in a league table. What did Scum United give him? Just look at the end of the game. Just look at the end of the game where Luke Shaw comes up to the ref and does this, saying, why haven't you blown the whistle? The second Luke Shaw comes up to him, he puts the whistle in his mouth. He's got the whistle in his mouth. He waits for the throw-in to be taken. Then sickening, man. Anyway, remember, once you do it, press submit. Sickening. Let's see how you guys voted. Let's see what you guys are saying on this. Get your reviews in as well. Glad this game doesn't mean anything, says Edward. Anything to us, but referee should never ref a Premier League game again. Let's have a look at a few more of these reviews. Are any of these you guys? How is that not handball? Agreed. Andy saying that second goal by Man U should not have counted as clear handball. The ref got it wrong. Cheats. Absolutely shocking refereeing. It's all about the refereeing decision. Should be looked into. Agreed and banned. Yep. Ref was shockingly bad. One of the worst ref performances I've ever seen. See, I'm with Gibbs White account here. Before this game, I didn't think I would care that much. To be fair, I thought if it wasn't for the referee, generally I wish these match ratings went into the minuses. Yep. You know it's bad when Gary Neville, a United fan, literally thought it was robbery and admitted it onto live TV. Absolute facts. Absolute facts. Let's see what the ref got rated. Let's have a look at this ref rating. Oh, I just touched that badge, man. Oh, frick. I'm going to have to have a shower now. Actually, I need a shower. I don't want to see your player. I want to see the refs. So, the Forest fans rated him at 8. How did any Forest fan rate him above 1 is beyond me. The Man U fans gave him a 64. A 64, chat. A 64. I need to go cool down, chat. I've had enough. It's the corruption is getting mind-boggling now. It really is. It's the same. And let me just add this to you, chat, right? This is not the first time United have cheated against Forest, okay? In the first season, Harry Maguire handled the ball with his arm up in the air like this from a corner. We didn't get a penalty. In the game just this season, Ahmed handballs in their box. We don't get given a penalty. Ahmed's goal for the equaliser, there's a player standing in offside position blocking the keeper's view. Not given. Let's not forget when Worrell got sent off at Old Crapford as well. For what? Let's not forget when Rashford dove for the penalty in that very same game and it was given. We're just talking about the last few games between Forest and Man U, and there's just corruption all over the place. Just in these games. And let me not get into all the years that United have been cheating for. This is beyond a joke how badly they're not even at the stage where they feel they need to hide it anymore. That's the disgusting thing about it. It's sickening. I'm done. All I've got left to say is Newcastle, do your job today and roll over. Let's get rid of one of the corrupt teams today. Let West Ham win. Just let them win, man, and let's see Spurs go down. Guys, make sure you've liked, make sure you've subscribed, make sure you put your ratings and finalysis. Let me know in the comments who your man of the match is, because I need to get out of here, man. I need to get out of here. And I'll see you tomorrow, where I will be breaking down that goal. Big time. Play by play, frame by frame, and everything else. So I'll send you over to LB. If everyone could spam in his chat 115, because they are just about up there with the corruption as well. It will really wind him up. So 115 in the chat, and I'll see you guys